Well, hey there. Good morning, Brickheads. Happy Monday to you. It is September 22nd, 2025, and welcome back to another News and Rumors. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. Whether it was productive or lazy, that it was just a good one. So I know I did. It was intense for sure. I'll talk more about that in my week later on at the end of this episode. But I do always want to start every episode by just saying thank you. You know, whether you're catching this podcast on your favorite podcast platform, or maybe you're just catching this episode on the YouTube page because you're a visual person and just like checking things out that way. No matter how you get this episode, I really appreciate it. So always, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, today is Monday. We are getting through September. Can you believe that? We're 3 weeks into September. October is right around the corner. And today is really all about rumors. You know, last week, if you are a regular listener, I felt like last week was just all about official images. Today, if you like rumors and speculation, well, this is the episode for you. So here we go. Let's get into it. I do want to start off by talking about a promo, a new GWP you might be interested in. And that's set 4772. It's the Celebration series. It's a luminous ghost. So it is a cool little Halloween set, 167 pieces. It is going to be the GWP, the gift with purchase, from the 28th of September all the way to the 7th of October. So if you want this set, and I will put images of all the things I talk about today up on the video if you're checking it on the YouTube page. But you have to spend $120 or more in Lego product during that time period. Now, I will say it's a decent looking set. It's cute. And what I like about this and how it's similar to the pumpkin set we had last year is that it does come with a light brick, and that's always fun to get a light brick in your sets where you can basically push on it, and this one comes in the red instead of the orange like the pumpkin that we had. So that's kind of cool. If you're interested in that, again, coming up here in about a week, and you'll have about a week to purchase your Lego sets, which we do have a lot of stuff coming up in October, so stay tuned for all of that. But as I said, today is really a rumors day, and I decided to list this off all in the order of what I thought was the coolest, right? And to me, there is nothing cooler than Lord of the Rings. We're going to talk modulars today, but in my book, yeah, Lord of the Rings is where we need to start off with. And 2025 was honestly, it's been a disappointing year for Lord of the Rings. I think my fellow LOTR fans would agree. The Shire, we had so much hope for, bit of a letdown. The Balrog Book Nook, kind of a cool set, very cool concept. I liked where they were going with it, but kind of expensive for what we got. So, yeah, 2025, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, was, one you wanted to forget. But hey, 2026 is right around the corner, and there are rumors of 2 new Lord of the Rings sets that I think you're going to absolutely lose your mind for. And the first is the smaller set. It is set 11373. It is the Sauron bust. And I have honestly no idea what it's going to look like. I don't know if it's going to be like a helmet for like what they've done with Iron Man or Star Wars helmets, or if it's going to be a full-size like bust like what they've done with, again, Iron Man or like Iron Spider. So what I do know, it's going to be 538 pieces, $70 to $75, and have a March 1st release date. So this is pretty exciting. I would totally buy something like this. I have a little Sauron minifig sitting in front of me right now, and I've got Barad-Dur sitting off to the side. And I just think a Sauron bust next to Barad-Dur would look really, really cool on display. So I have high hopes for this. I don't know what I would prefer. It says bust, so I assume we're going to get something that has, the shoulders that go with it. Maybe getting another Sauron minifigure to go with it. That would be cool. But I would also just be happy with the helmet. Like if you did the full Sauron crowned style helmet, that would be awesome. So I'll take either. But that's the smaller of the two sets. The bigger set, and I don't have confirmation on the set number, but I believe it's going to be 11374. Guess what, everybody? We believe, if rumors are true, it's finally happening, Minas Tirith. That's right, you heard it here first. Lord of the Rings, Minas Tirith is finally coming to LEGO. And if you don't know about Lord of the Rings, Minas Tirith is the basically the Gondor stronghold. That is the scene where Gandalf is riding Shadowfax along with Pippin to, this big, huge stronghold, big castle, big fortress that's built in many levels up against the mountainside. And at the top, you've got the courtyard and the White Tree of Gondor. And then it is run by the steward of Gondor, Boromir and Faramir's dad. And he's kind of a psychopath, but it's okay. He gets his in the end. But as far as LEGO goes, it's been something that Lord of the Rings fans have been asking for a long time. And we don't have official piece counts, we don't have official release dates, or really much other detail other than, we believe it's Minas Tirith time. And it should be the largest LEGO Lord of the Rings sets ever released. And that's saying something because Barad-Dur is more than 5,000 pieces and Rivendell is more than 6,000 pieces. So if they are going to do this justice, I would imagine we are going to get something that's at least a couple feet tall. Maybe not as tall as Barad-Dur because this in the world of Lord of the Rings is like a mile high. So is Minas Tirith, but it's a lot more wide. So we'll kind of see how that goes and what additional rumors we get with that. But all the initially rumblings are to, yes, Minas Tirith in 2026. Hopefully a spring to early summer release. But that is very, very exciting for sure. My hope, especially with the color scheme of it, is that we get more of what we got with Barad-Dur and Rivendell and a lot less of what we got with the Shire, with Bag-In. So there you go, Lord of the Rings fans, 2026. Hopefully it is a rebound year. That is very exciting. But maybe you're not a Lord of the Rings fan. Maybe you're a Modulars fan. And good news, we've got rumors on what the next modular building's already going to be, which is crazy to me that we are hearing this early. Like a new modular every year comes out January 1st. It is very much tradition, and that's usually something we start getting rumblings about in October about what it's going to be. But here we are, mid-September, and we have already heard that set 11371 is possibly going to be a furniture and music store. That's interesting. It's definitely not one that I had put my money on. I was hoping for maybe a hospital or an updated grocery store. I thought that would be cool. But a furniture store, I think, has some potential. Now, music store, I don't know. I mean, we have the Jazz Club, which is a phenomenal set, but it definitely has a lot of potential there. I think could be really cool. And again, this is an early rumor for sure, because the rumor is it's going to be 3,456 pieces. And the price on this, it's a wide range. Prices range from $230, if according to some sources, all the way up to $330 to other sources. Now, there are some pretty reliable leakers out there that have this pegged at $230. And I'm going to be honest, I have a big, a hard time believing that is true, that LEGO's about to release their marquee set of the year, their modular, and it's 3,400 pieces, and it's only going to be $230. That doesn't make sense. To me, $330 based on LEGO's history makes a lot more sense. In fact, at 3,400 pieces, It could be a $350 set, depending on how LEGO's been doing with prices. But we will find out more. Like I said, this is a January 1st release. Modulars always are. And we'll have to see. But what do you think? Leave me a comment below. Are you excited about a furniture store? A music store? They always do those little combos in there. Probably going to have some sort of apartments or condos above it like they typically do with modular sets. So we'll have to see. Maybe it will be a straight on. Maybe it will be a corner build. Who knows? Or maybe it'll be two buildings. They sometimes do that as well, where they put two smaller singular buildings together. In this case, that would kind of make sense, because you really wouldn't have a furniture and music store in the same building. But yeah, my guess is the majority of it will go towards the furniture store and then maybe have a smaller music store off to the side. But that's always exciting to get modulars. So, but hey, Lord of the Rings, modulars, let's keep going. Rumorville, hey, it's Pokemon time. And we catch up on Pokemon a lot, right? February, what's that? February 27th, Pokemon Day. It's coming, and here we go. Here's the next big rumor. We talked a lot, if you are a long-time listener, talked about the $650, 6,838 piece set. Well, here you go. Here's the rumor. It's supposed to be 3 buildable starter Pokemon: Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, which, truth be told, kind of blows my mind that you'd devote almost 7,000 pieces to 3 starters. I mean, that's like what is that? 2,200 give or take pieces per starter Pokemon. That's not so bad. You kind of figure it would look like a Yoda or a Grogu in the relative size. But the crazy part to me is it's like, why lock all of these 3 things together? Like, why would you want to pay $650 when you could potentially set these up as 3 different sets? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Or maybe they have something where, it is a Squirtle, but it will evolve into a Wartortle, so you get some extra pieces in that build. It's kind of crazy that, yeah, they're coming out swinging with that. I don't have much other to say other than just it's a weird rumor. It's a strange rumor. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. 6,800 pieces, $650 for, the most important starter pack. Obviously, they are the widely known starter Pokemon, the OGs. But yeah, it's not Pikachu. And I would argue in some ways that people would rather spend that kind of money on a Charizard much more than they would want to spend it on a Charmander. So I'm not sure if if this rumor is a good thing or if it's a bad thing. But staying on games, though, we're just going to keep going right along. We got the Pokemon game. Let's move on to the next game, which is Legend of Zelda. We now have some updated rumors. We knew we were going to be getting an updated Legend of Zelda set here in early 2026, in spring, in March 1st, again, a 2026 release. But we have more details now on set 77093, and it is supposed to be in Ocarina of Time Ganondorf diorama. Again, weird. A buildable Ganondorf? Sure. Maybe a Ganondorf on a horse? Maybe. But what is diorama? Like, what are we doing here? What is the actual scene that is so iconic in Ocarina of Time where we have a full diorama that's devoted just towards Ganondorf? Like, to me, it's like if you want to do the temple where Ganondorf, confronts Link and you've got all the ocarinas and everything, that kind of makes sense. But it's just kind of weird to think about a full diorama just devoted towards Ganondorf, especially because it's only going to be 1,003 pieces. So not a huge set, Probably going to be around $100 to $120. But yeah, barely breaking the 1,000-piece mark. Iconic character, one of my favorites, and one of my favorite renditions of Ganon. The Ganondorf, he looks more like a buff dude rather than just a big fat pig like in the original series. So I am excited about that, but we will definitely have to see. I'm assuming this will also be an 18+ set, but who knows? Who knows? All right, and then moving on from there, this is, for some people, an absolutely mind-blowing thing. Did you know, back in the day, if some of you are new to LEGO, you may not know this, LEGO used to have a pretty prolific license with Nickelodeon, and specifically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, a lot of great sets back in the day. We now have rumors that we have an updated BrickHead set, and it's supposed to be a 4-pack of the Turtles. Your Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael. Like, where did this come from? Like, it just is blowing my mind. It seemed like we were never going to get Ninja Turtle Lego sets again, and here we are, 2026. We're going to get 4 new BrickHeads, and 4 BrickHeads that people, I think, are really going to clamor for. I don't have pricing, but I would assume if we're doing the 4 count, it's going to be at your typical $40 price point. But yeah, it's just like, okay, game on. If the only people that I think are really sad about this are the LEGO Ideas submissions, because there are some very, very cool LEGO Ideas submissions that have been in these last 2 review periods of buildable Ninja Turtles, and they look really legit. But if LEGO truly is starting up this license again, I mean, I don't think they're going to have a chance. I didn't think they really had a chance before, because I thought there was problems with the license. But clearly, the issue was that they were renegotiating to restart up the license, which that means for LEGO Ideas, you're pretty much not going to get it. But hey, we at least get some BrickHeads, and, love them or hate them, I'm a huge BrickHeads guy, so I'm really enjoying this. I can't wait to see how this is going to look. Clearly, it's probably going to be the exact same BrickHead, but with just different colors. You're going to have your red, your blue, your purple, your orange, that kind of thing. So for LEGO, it's kind of genius. It's an easy way to charge $40 for the same thing, just in different colors. But there you go. TMNT coming back, which is cool. All right, and then moving right along, I'm going pretty fast in this episode, a lot faster than usual, especially for a lot of these rumors, which are crazy ones. I want to end with this rumor about set 10356, just a little more updates on the the USS Enterprise D. That's right, Star Trek Enterprise D. We have some updated pictures of some minifigs and some minifig torsos. So I'm going to throw these up real quick so you can take a look at them. But it looks like we got a really cool Worf minifig. I'm loving this. The color scheme on that is great. We're talking early seasons Worf. These torsos that I'm putting up, I'm not sure who they are. I want to say the purple one would be Troy. That would make sense to me. And the blue one, I believe, is Wesley Crusher. So, and then you got a much better picture of Ensign Ro. Ensign Ro is supposed to be with the shuttle pod gift with purchase. So if you are purchasing this set, this is a Black Friday set coming out end of November for $400, little over 3,000 pieces. The gift with purchase is a shuttle pod to go with that, and the minifig with that shuttle pod should be this Ensign Ro that you see here. So there you go, just some updates on Star Trek. It makes me getting even more excited. I know we've seen the official Jean-Luc Picard, but it's good to see the other ones taking shape. So I would imagine Riker is going to be pretty similar. He's just going to have a bit different face piece with his beard. But I'm looking forward to seeing Geordi. That'll be pretty cool, as well as Data. So, all right. And with that, I mean, that's it, guys. That's your rumors. I do want to end with a couple quick reminders and a couple quick things. A little tribute real quick. And the reason I have, if you're watching on the YouTube page, there's a set sitting in front of me. It's the Lego house, right? It's the set 40,010, the promo black and white, or just white with the black base, Lego house. And the reason this is special, this particular set to me, is that it is signed by Stuart Harris. Stuart Harris, while he didn't design this set, he is a prolific Lego designer that has basically spent the last, I want to say, 12 years of his career designing Lego house sets. You know, we're talking the upscaled pirate minifig set, the Lego molding machine, the Lego tree of creativity. So yeah, Stuart Harris, great guy. Saw him doing a presentation down in Houston at the local Houston convention, and he just announced again on LinkedIn that he is done. He's 22-year career at Lego Group, including the 12 years at the Lego house. He's going to be wrapping up and hanging up those yellow sneakers. So he's going to be finishing up here January 2026. I thought it was fun to mention that. If you are a hardcore Lego person, you probably know Stuart Harris, and you definitely know some of his iconic sets. Very valuable, very collectible, very cool sets, like I say, specifically geared toward the Lego house. So really cool designer. And like I say, I got to meet him and I had him sign the Lego house because he's so involved with it. And so it's kind of sad to see him go for sure, but wanted to end with that. But there you go. Those are my rumors. Those are the things that are going on. I will say one final thing. I really appreciate y'all, and I don't want, if you've listened this far, I'm going to give you a little clue into my life right now. I recently got a promotion, really awesome promotion, something that I am extremely excited about, but also something that is probably going to take a lot more time in my life. What does that mean for the Lego podcast? What does that mean for this Lego channel and all the YouTube in general? Well, honestly, guys, I don't know. I have no idea. I wanted to front load you with this because I love this. I love chatting with you. I love talking Lego with you, and I really enjoy the podcast. It's still so much fun that it's something that I don't want to quit, but it is something where, you know, life is changing for me. So front loading this with life is really good right now, and I am really excited, but I hope it doesn't come at the expense of this channel, because I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy reaching out to you and doing these episodes. So feel free, like I say, leave me a comment, let me know. Should I keep doing this? Do I go down to once a week? I have no idea at this point. All I know is life is changing. But in the meantime, the important part for you, the listener, is I am still devoted to this Lego podcast, to bringing you the latest news and rumors every Monday, and then Wednesdays with set reviews and fun little Lego topics, because it is really a passionate part about my life, and I don't want that to go away because other things have changed in my life. But I just wanted to, again, front load you with that and just say again how much I appreciate you, and I guess I'll leave it at that. I don't know, kind of crazy, a little. You're probably like, Steve, you're going all over the place right now. And yes, I know I'm a little scatterbrained right now. Life has just been pretty busy, but I felt I should tell you anyway. Okay, with that, Wednesday, coming back to you. Wednesday, I'm also switching things up. Normally, this Wednesday would have been a weird little Lego topic, but this Wednesday, I'm going to be doing another set review. And I got a return of my brother and helping me do a set review. So please, if you like what you hear, tune in, like, subscribe. Wednesday should be a real fun one. And then, because the following Wednesday, we are ramping up big for the BrickLink Designer Series. So anyway, it's like I said, crazy stuff still happening everywhere, but keep tuning in. Hope you enjoy it. And until Wednesday, I'll just have to catch you all in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.